Yes.
Could you describe the difference between constructive and destructive analysis?
Right. So, it's a very good, great question. So, how you differentiate between constructive analyzation and deconstructive analyzation. Okay. So, when you analyze something, let's say you have said a affirmation: there is no God but Allah. So, anything that you analyze, you should reinforce that. Simple. But if you start to analyze anything, do you deconstruct that statement, that affirmation, then there's no point then. Then everything can be deconstructed. Then where are you going to go? Okay? So which means now, if you deconstruct everything, so what happened is, you have created a statement in yourself that everything have to be deconstructed. So that's your affirmation, really. That is why you function like that. You see? That's why if you find somebody that anything you talk, it just dismantle you, because in him is so strong fire of the word that everything I don't believe. Okay? Now the moment you accept, believe, surrender that statement at a strong level, you will fire up. Because that's, you see, your body been designed with great potential. Let it be positive, let it be negative. If you have affirmed that, now let's say someone that affirm very constructive, very positive affirmation, but that affirmation just affirmation that he affirmed, not more than that. There's no question asked, just accept, believe, surrender. There is no element of questioning about it. Questioning in the sense that reinforced it. Okay? Because of that, there's no fired wire there. There's no burning there. Now when he faces someone that, even though it is negative, but it's burning. But even you are in the true side, but there's no burning there. That's why you can see sometimes people carry La ilaha illallah as if someone follow the Prophet. He's just like a dead person. When you see someone that negate the Prophet, negate the truth, he is alive. You see that? Why? Because his affirmation based upon questioning, okay, but deep down that he's affirmed, accept, believe, surrender as absolute. Everything need to be questioned. The moment you accept, it's going to fire up. You see the secret of human being. Yeah, what you accept, believe, surrender, absolute. It provokes a sense of feeling. Let's say one message come to my phone. Listen. When I read the message, you are in great danger. And I know that person who sent me the message. Now, if I accept, believe, surrender that message to be absolute truth, my face will change, my heart rate is going to go up, I can start to see blue, and my knees start to become losing now. Because I accept, believe, surrender to be absolute truth. If the cat jumped up in our gathering and someone shouted, "Tiger!" The moment everyone, all the crowd accept, believe, surrender as to be truth, we will run. Even though it's a cat. Doesn't matter. If you stay in the dark house, you in the house, outside is dark. Okay? In the morning you heard someone say, around here there's a tiger around here. Okay? At night you heard some crouching and come to your mind. That's what it is. If you accept, believe, surrender, then what come to your mind? What happened to you now? You be in the pale. You just might be faint already. Yes or no? So this idea of accept, believe, surrender as to be true, absolute truth, there's something about it. that we have to observe. That's your strength. So don't give that to anything but truth. Now, if you give that, accept, believe, surrender, absolute truth towards La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasul, you will fire up. If you're not fire, which means you're not really. Something is missing there. That's why happy, joy, tranquility, ease, strength is completely independent. Complete independent. If you say that you can only achieve strength, happy, joy with condition I have to have that thing, I have to have this thing, you will not get happiness. You may get happiness, but the moment that thing gone away, what's going to happen? That's why the Prophet teach mankind, the first affirmation is with or without. With you or without you. With that thing or without that thing. With or without. Now, with or without idea, the nafs al-ammarah, the lower self, the lowly self, is so difficult to grasp. Because living in this modern age, we've been trained to think, feeling, thinking, feeling, thinking, feeling. All is about think. You see, the moment someone said to you with or without, you struggle a little bit. What? With, I can understand, but without how? If I said to you, you can be happy without anything, just empty yourself. Oh my God, can't do that. It's a bit struggle because we've been bombarded with society, community, media, the age, bombarded, teaching us constantly, telling us, you have to have something, you have to have something. Yes? So because of that, our mind be construct in that way, meaning if you want to be happy or to joy or to be something, you need to have something. But the Prophet come beyond that. Beyond that. And that's what the meaning of greatest really, if you think about it. See, to be great is to think greater than time, space, and yourself. If you can't be beyond that, how can you talk about greatest? And if you look at your life experience, the time that you're so happy, you forget time, you forget yourself, and you forget the environment. That is the time you are at your best. Look at that. That's why the one that really understood the reality of dhikrullah, the power of remembrance of Allah. When you say La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, when you say it properly, it will provoke that strength. Okay? That strength within yourself, that immense strength that everyone have, it will provoke that strength, rise up to the heart center. You will get that strength just by saying La ilaha illallah, but with fully conviction though. Okay? So back to your question just now is that constructive analyzation, okay, and deconstructive analyzation. Okay? Now, because you see, our position in life, we are constantly facing life with challenge. Okay? Opposing nature of life, because that's a wisdom. You see? Let it be the greatest challenge. Let it be at the apparent level, it challenges your belief. But really that's how you become strong. But most of us, when your belief being challenged, you give it away. You surrender. Then Where is the value? Where is the genuine then? How do you know genuine if there is no opposing nature? That is why the nature of life, at the center of life, it is always about one aspect is affirmation, one aspect is rejection. And very interesting that the Prophet teaches us the first lesson is about La ilaha, rejection. Illallah, affirmation. So already that message, it underlines the very fundamental basis of life, which is about negation and affirmation. Right? So let it be negation, let it be affirmation, you always growth. You see? Why? Because you have accept, believe, surrender as absolute truth. With or without. Then nothing can shoot you. That's how you become strong. But most of us are not reaching that level. That is why you need environment. You need good crowd. You need to be okay, good people okay now. But when you take him, put him somewhere, no one praying there, you can't hear the azan, no one making dhikrullah, everyone just talk rubbish, talk dunya, talk everything. Maybe 1 week he can upstand his belief. After second week, from the turban straight like that, become the other side now. By the third week, no more. Fourth week, no more sunnah. By the time you know, it's gone already. You see? Because you see that full sense of conviction is beyond mind over matter. So the mind have come to that place over this material. That's La ilaha illallah. You're in that space. You're in that ascension. See? That La ilaha illallah have the power of ascension, have a power of Mi'raj. See? That's why those day people, they're so loving with La ilaha illallah. To the point when they put the baby to sleep. La ilaha illallah. But their knowledge is not a lot. If you ask village people those days, Tawheed is so little, faith is so little, not much. But their conviction with that in the flesh and blood, and they perform miracle. Some story we heard is this person just stay in the mosque, just go and pray, normal man. Okay? When he's going back to his journey from the mosque to his house, something happened, one big tree fall. Okay? Nothing happened to him. He just walked by. But look, if you look at that incident, he might be dead already. The big tree falling him, he just pulled himself out. So sometimes Allah manifests that miracle of that reality. Because people are living, people are so engaged with that. You see, not just thinking, but that thinking with feeling, not just feeling, but that feeling with acting. See, so thinking, feeling, acting together. The idea of synchronized, the idea of heart, mind, coherent. That's what lacking in our self, in our family, in our society, community, nation at large. That's what lacking now. So we have information, we have knowledge, but to synchronize them, to bring them together, it's so difficult. We're so destructive. See? So that's why it's important to understand the nature of life. More challenged the life is, it should be more greater you are. The higher the challenge, the higher you go. See? That's what the design structure of divine wisdom is. If we study our tradition, if we have come to that mind, that level of thinking, more, you see, more you push, more muscle develop. The lesser you push, the lesser the muscle develop. That's the nature. But most of us, doesn't happen like that. In ease and easy, you failure. In difficulties also, you failure. We doesn't know what we want. Because most of us just go through life, just follow. Just follow. No, yes. But when come to real how you feel. See? Let's say, okay, now you come to the mosque making dhikr. When you step out from the mosque, you see something that you're not supposed to do. You start to do it now. So 1 minute you're making dhikrullah, the next minute you become somebody else now. So there's no synchronized there. There's no genuine in that level of affirmation. So if you find someone that really have that reality, spending time with him is so important, because spending time with him, okay, one time you spend time with him, like you go to seclusion for 40 days. 1 hour spending time with him, because he will just transmit that. Spending time, because don't forget, we as a human being, we influence each other. Right now your heart and my heart is connected, but you can't see it. See? Can't see it, but something's happening. Okay? So if I'm someone that constantly connecting, engaging, you're going to feel. See? You're going to feel that alertness. Did that answer your question? Alhamdulillah.